103.5.
Good morning, it's 6 a.m. GMT and you're listening to Star Breakfast News with me, Nanama Aqua. Coming up, President John Dramani Mahama begins consultation with Council of State over 3 petitions seeking removal of Chief Justice. Also coming up, lawyers for embattled former NSB boss refutes high flight risk tag on their client by Attorney General as he files bail application in court.
If the conditions for your bail are unreasonable, it is a ruse to have you, detain them all.
And later, Minority in Parliament urges management of the Ghana National Fire Service to rescind decision to take disciplinary action against ADO1 Alex Kingnati following his recent public outbursts against Ashanti Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amwakohene.
Star News is coming to you live on Ultimate 106.9 FM in Kumasi, Empire 102.7 FM in Takrady, Zeps 95.9 FM in Zebila, Nissim 100.1 FM in Lamshao, My Star Radio in the USA. Also live on Facebook on Star 103.5 FM and on starfm.com.gh around the world. This is Star 103.5 FM. Star News. Informed, in depth, in touch.
That's right, this is still Star 103.5 FM and this is the Star Breakfast News with me, Nanama Aqua. Thank you so much for tuning in. President John Dramani Mahama has begun consultation with the Council of State following the submission of 3 petitions seeking the removal of the Chief Justice, Gertrude Saki Tokono. A statement from the Presidency's Communications Directorate on Tuesday, March 25, 2025, confirmed that the petitions had been submitted by various individuals, urging the President to take action against the Chief Justice. Now, following constitutional procedures, President Mahama has referred the matter to the Council of State to begin the consultation process required before any further action can be taken. Now, the nature of the petitions and the specific allegations against Chief Justice Tokonu remain undisclosed. However, this development marks a significant constitutional process that could potentially lead to a judicial inquiry or impeachment proceedings. The Council of State is expected to review the petitions and advise the President on the next course of action in line with Ghana's legal and constitutional framework. Now, lawyers for embattled former NSB boss Samuel Atechian has insisted his client Kwabena Edubuahene is not a flight risk as he has filed a bail application in court. Kwabena Edubuahene and his wife are in custody for allegedly diverting $7 million from the state into private accounts. But Samuel Atechian, who has earlier accused the Attorney General of prejudice, says he's left with no option than to go to court as he accuses Iyoko of deliberately setting bail conditions aimed at keeping his clients in custody.
In the court of law, equity and good conscience, a man is presumed innocent until proven otherwise. That is why my client should be admitted to bail, not on the onerous terms of the captors, Iyoko and the Attorney General, but in the court of competent jurisdiction where the security to ensure that you appear before you go for the interrogation to continue will be reasonable. Because you see, if the conditions for your bail are unreasonable, it is a ruse to have you, detain them all. So you can go to the police station and they say that, okay, what are you going to use as security that you come for us to continue with the investigation? I want your house. I said, no, I don't want this house. I want the one in London. And they can play with this matter, and that by the time you say, Jack, you've been in cells for a long time. It's arbitrary and it's unreasonable.
Right, now the minority in Parliament is urging the management of the Ghana National Fire Service to immediately rescind its decision to initiate disciplinary action against ADO1 Alex King-Nate following his recent public outburst against Ashanti Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amwakohene. It will be recalled that during last weekend's Adum Market fire, the regional minister had cause to lambast personnel of the fire service for idling about during the raging inferno. A member of the PR team of the service, ADO1 Alex King-Nate, while responding to the minister, described his actions as uncalled for and demoralizing to servicemen on the ground. Even though the management of the service has apologized for the comments, MPP MPs are against any other form of disciplinary process whatsoever. Here is ranking member of the Defence and Interior Committee and MP for Asin South, Reverend Ntim Fojo, speaking to Star News.
I am urging calm. I'm urging that the matter should die. There should be no pursuit further. They have apologized to the regional minister. That should suffice. A whole state agency, Ghana National Fire Officer, Ghana National Fire Service, have written to you to apologize. A written apology. That should suffice. Why should there be further, victimization of our officers? Go to Udumasi Konongo on 5th of March in the quest of our gallant National Fire Officers attempting to extinguish the fire that erupted as a result of the explosion that occurred in the market. A lot of them are now, are facing, they are struggling, they are fighting for their life. Most of them, if they should be discharged from the hospital, may not ever be able to work again. That's the kind of dangers they face. That's the kind of sacrifices they give. So please, this matter, I urge, should die. No one should further demand apologies, demand disciplinary action. The matter should die with it, and let's move on and cooperate and work together.
He also revealed that the minority will be engaging the Ashanti Regional Minister next week to get an update on the cause of the Adum Market fire.
We have engaged the chief officer, we have engaged the minister. Calm is restored. So the public should be assured this is not a matter that should be dragged further. The regional minister, sometime next week, we will meet him as part of our engagement in our investigation of a Doom Market fire, whether it was caused by Doomso, as speculated, another fire incident that occurred in Ashanti region, Kachiman, Udumasi, Konongo, and other places, Kantaman. So he is part of the stakeholders who will engage. When we get there, we'll engage him also to be calm. But we are using your medium to urge him to calm, and for matters to die, it's natural death, and for sleeping dogs to die. Let us not drag this matter further. We're to be overflocking the matters.
Now, the Greater Accra Regional Minister, Linda Oklu, has announced the successful achievement of her target to improve street lighting by 70% within her first 50 days in office. Now, speaking at a press briefing, the Shai Osudoku lawmaker revealed that the initiative, a collaborative effort between the ministry, municipal assemblies and the Ministry of Energy, has seen extensive streetlight installations across key areas. She, however, issued a strong warning to those involved in stealing streetlights, vowing to take decisive action against such criminal activities. Let's take a listen.
RCC to oversee the progress and ensure efficiency. Today, March 25th, marks exactly 50 days in office, and I'm pleased to report that significant progress has been made. In all, about 126 streets has been worked on, including some highways, town roads, and community roads across the 29 MMDAs in the region. I must mention that the Tema Motorway and the Accra-Tema Beach Road, which is of very much concern to the general public, could not be lightened because of the ongoing construction works. Additionally, there is a maintenance works on street lights on some portions on the N1, which is the Tetekwashi to Kaswa, N6 Achimota to Amasaman, NN4 Shiashi to Oyibi by the Ghana Highways Authority, and the contractor is on site with works ongoing. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, permit me to mention some ceremonial streets or areas where the street lights have been lighted.
Now, former managing director of Ghana Post, Bice Osei-Kuffour, popularly known as Obo, has dismissed claims that the recently dismissed staff of the service had their appointments terminated due to irregular recruitment processes. This follows a directive by the Minister of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, Samuel Nate George, for some 100 staff of Ghana Post to be dismissed due to anomalies in their recruitment. But in a sharp rebuttal, Bice Osei-Kuffour denied claims that the said staff were employed right after the December 7 general elections, which the NPP lost. He spoke to Starr News.
Yeah, but Ghana Post didn't even recruit 100 people in last year. So maybe there's something that's not factual. No, it's false. There were recruitments last year. Let's say Ghana Post normally would begin their recruitment process. It takes about 3 months to 4 months for it to complete. It will begin with shortlisting all applications that have been received in all the regions. And then when these applications have been shortlisted, they panel for interviews. So we have 3 centers. We have Western region, we have Ashanti region, and then we have Greater Accra, where we can panel for interviews. And then go through interviews, which for this last batch, their interviews were between September and October. After these interviews, then the shortlisted applicants who were successful at these interviews are given medical forms for them to go through their medicals. So they do their medicals, they submit medicals, Ghana Post Clinic will have a look at it, and then the HR will vet it. Then afterwards, appointment letters are given.
Thank you so much for tuning in to the Starr Breakfast News with me, Nanama Aqua. For more news updates, click on starfm.com.gh. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday.